Hey, Boogle, how's it going? Good to see you. All right, so the plan for today is back to the main story quest. I'm super excited for it because I think I've kind of taken care of all of the side content for Stormblood that I want to do right now. So I think all that's left is getting back to the main story quest. Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah, that's the whole reason why I'm here. Yeah, right, that. Yeah, it feels like it's been forever since I did main story quest stuff. I feel like it's been a long time. That was not great. No, that's not great either. I feel like I'm either really lucky on this game or I am really bad. I don't know. I should have just did like, yeah. It's not going great this time. This is one of the I'm not doing great runs. Yeah, that was nothing. All right, moving on from that. Let's go try the Grand Cactpot. Maybe I'll have better luck with that. We shall see. Constellation prize, okay. Constellation prize, okay. In constellation prize, great. All right, nice. Why are these ones like highlighted in color and these ones aren't? Or like third prize. Does that mean that nobody has gotten third prize? And people have gotten first, second, and fourth? Or am I misreading that? You don't know? Hmm. This 4 and 5, 5. Huh, weird. I'm not sure. It's crazy, like the difference between each prize. Yeah, I think Make It Rain is until like the 27th, right? Like it's, or 23rd. I think I saw like the date. Yeah, so there's like a crazy jump from like 5,000 to 50,000 to 220,000. It's insane. Maybe one day I'll get a good pull. Okay. There we go. Alright, well that's taken care of. And now, it was Ragar's Reach, right? That I need to go to? Or was it... Yeah, it's Ragar's Reach. I think I'm talking to Lise. I suppose I could look up here too. Okay. I'll get a little emo. That's fun. Lee seems troubled. Oh no, it's not a great start. I don't like that.
Come to see how we're getting on.
We got voice acting.
We've made good progress since we took back Alamigo, but there's one big issue we still have to address. Leadership. The Domans had Lord Hien ready and willing to take the throne, but we've got no one like that here.
I mean, you. Like, literally you.
Theodoric was our last ruler, and he wasn't called the Mad King for nothing.
Isn't that the whole reason why you're leaving the Scions, is to stay in Alamigo?
Suffice it to say, our people have had their fill of kings, which means we need to find a new way forward.
If only it were that easy. Everyone and his uncle has an opinion. For the time being, we're just going to have to keep leaning on General Aldin and the Alliance for support, and see if we can't find a solution together. Something tells me we're going to be hosting a lot of meetings in the near future.
Yeah, because I can't see Raubon,
But if that's what
like,
it takes,
leading
I'm ready to
Alamigo.
talk till my jaw aches. The reach is yours, Nago. Don't do anything I wouldn't.
And there isn't really any other characters
Aye,
we've
aye,
met so
Commander.
far that haven't died that could, you know, lead Alamigo. Seems like it's just on Lys.
Ah, there you are. I've been searching all over for you.
Hello, Arnbald.
But don't worry, it's nothing bad. That said, this might not be the best place to talk. Will you join me?
When did they introduce Arnval? Because I feel like he just kind of showed up during this expansion. Like, he's like, hey, I'm a part of the Scions. Or I'm like, you know, under the Scions, I'll come and help you. But I can't remember, like, when he was first introduced, or
I'll get to the point.
if there
Might
wasn't
be
really an
interested
introduction.
In a spot of adventure. After all, we were adventurous before we were Scions, were we not?
Right.
After routing the Imperials and liberating Alamigo, I reckon we've earned a bit of respite, don't you? And what better way to spend it than by returning to our roots? So, what say you? Shall we call on Alphino and go adventuring?
Call an Alphino. Twist my arm, why don't you? It's what we do, I suppose. Yeah, I feel like it'd be nice to get Alphino out some more. We'll go take him on a little adventure. Something easy. Although I feel like he probably wants to stay here and, like, do politics stuff. Oh, was he really? Just kind of in the background of A Realm Reborn? Interesting. Yeah, I cannot remember him. Maybe I do? I don't know. Right then, let's go and find Master Leveler. Actually, leave that to me. I want you fresh for our little adventure. Wait for us by the Aetheryte, and we'll be along shortly. See you there. Okay. I can do that. Greetings, Plunko. Twould seem we're accompany Arnvald on some manner of escapade. Have you any idea what you've gotten yourself into? Allow me to explain. I'll be something of a history lesson, but I'll try to be brief. No snoring, if you please. Now, the events I would speak of occurred before the occupation, back when Alamigo was still a monarchy, and Theodoric sat at the throne. A uniquely brutal despot by all accounts. That he was. The King of Ruin suffered no rivals, real or imagined, and his dispute with the monks of the Fist ended with Ralgar's reach being burned to the ground. In the later years of his rule, he was seized by the unshakable belief that unseen forces were conspiring to steal his crown, and so he ordered that every soul with a claim to the throne be executed, including his own family. The wealth of the poor saweds he put to death became the property of the king, and it is said that these royal treasures were hoarded somewhere in the palace. Thus was born the legend of the Mad King's Trove. I believe I see the direction our adventurers is to take us. Or is to take. I assume you have a mind to unearth this hidden bounty. You assume correctly. And would I also be correct in assuming that this legend is widely known? Others must surely have gone in search of your prize, tempting as it seems. Well, of course we won't be the first to make the attempt. Following Alamigo's liberation, more than a few eager soldiers turned the palace upside down in hopes of claiming an easy fortune. But even after scouring every room from dusk till dawn, they uncovered not a single coin. Their gold lust drained away as quickly as it came, and the legend of the Mad King's Trove remains simply that, a legend. But I see you have no intention of letting the story end here. What self-respecting adventurer would? I imagine the three of us delving into a decades-old mystery. Tell me the thought doesn't set your heart racing. Yeah, count me in. I love treasure. I love old mysteries and forgotten legends. I don't know why I learned the box emote. Seems kind of interesting. What does this look like? Oh yeah, my my Mandeville Mambo. What is it? Mambo. That's right. Forgot about this silly little thing. It's really good. I thoroughly enjoy this. Thoroughly enjoy this. Great. I feel like it's even more silly on a Lollapalooza. Like it's very just cutesy. Okay, what is this box thinking about then? Or box? Or just like a little shadow box. That's neat. Okay. If anyone can find the treasure, it's us. But even if we don't, the adventure will be soon enough. Or will be reward enough, I reckon. Oh my god. It certainly has a lot of offers. The news of Doma and Alamigo's liberation has kindled the flames of revolution in every corner of the Empire. I hear the Imperial province of Dalmasca has already risen up in rebellion. Which means the Garleans must surely have their hands full. What better time than now to indulge in such a diversion? Tell us, are involved. Have we any clues as to where we might begin our search? Well, judging by how the other treasure hunters fared, nosing about the palace isn't like to get us anywhere, so we'll probably need to ask around. Would that be another way of saying no? Well, yes. I see. In that case, I shall pay a visit to the allied archivists and request access to the records seized from the Imperials. The Garleans are meticulous about such things. If they uncover a trove during the occupation, the event is certain to have been recorded. In the meantime, the two of you can track down those who worked as palace servants and officials in Theodoric's day. Given that they would have been at least 20 at the time, you'll be looking to have seen 40 summers or more. Anything they can tell us or tell you about the king and his bloody deeds may prove useful, so be sure to listen well. Arnbald, pray try your luck at the fringes and the peaks, whilst Plumko makes the rounds at Alamigo Quarter. And there I was thinking I was the party leader. Not that I mind, of course. Let's be about it, eh? We can meet afterwards at Gilbard's Gate. Gilbard's Gate? Okay. Middle-aged Highlander. In the palace? No, not me, lad. Surely you've heard stories of the Mad King. He used to hold public executions up the divine audience. Anyone, and I mean anyone, suspected of conspiring against the crown was flung from the top of those steps. Suffice it to say that I stayed as far away from the palace as possible. Okay. Didn't really help too much. I'm assuming if anybody did have info on the treasure or some sort of insight, they probably would have already like attempted to uncover it, or that insight would have led to nothing. You want to hear an old maid's stories, do you? Why, well, most of what I know of the Mad King is common knowledge. We'd only see his Royal Majesty when he decided to attend the executions he ordered. And after a while, even watching his enemies die wasn't enough to coax him out of hiding. They say he started seeing assassins in every shadow, and wouldn't set foot outside the palace walls. I was offered work there as a royal servant once, but the mere thought of it left me in a cold sweat. Okay, again, didn't really tell me that much. Not that, you know, nothing new that we didn't already know. Aye, I served at the palace, I served at the pleasures of King Theodoric, and lived to tell a tale. One of the palace guards I was. Truth be told, it was a dark chapter in my life, and one I'd sooner forget. Hardly a night went by when we didn't hear blood-curdling screams echoing from the inner chambers, which, of course, we were under orders to ignore. So we'd stand still as statues, try not to imagine what horrors were unfolding within. If you're hell's-bent on finding out what happened in the palace, head down the street here and ask old Ernold. He was the king's head scribe. Ooh, that's like a pretty good lead, okay. I feel like a scribe is sure to know some good stuff, right? Seems potentially promising. Yes, I am Arnold. What do you want with me? You would have me dredge up some decidedly unsavory memories. Yet if Alamigo is to move forward, we must needs acknowledge the misdeeds of the past. Very well, I shall tell you what I remember. I take it you know of Theodoric's paranoia and the public executions of his kinsmen. Those were terrible enough, but in his last days the king's fevered mind settled upon an even grislier method of disposal, which only a chosen few were unfortunate enough to witness. His Majesty ordered the court's thaumaturge to release a vile curse upon the remaining members of the royal family, a magic which transformed them into fiends of hideous aspect. The resulting monstrosities were then cast into the darkness below the palace. Even now, my sleep is troubled by nightmares. If others of Theodoric's blood were prone to share his madness, then perhaps it is a kindness that the monarchy ended with him. I'm assuming maybe we need to go into like that kind of like under area as like a dungeon. I mean, I feel like this leads to a dungeon, right? Would make sense. Oh, I need to go repair my gear. Oh my god, I didn't even notice that. Let's get that fixed up real quick. You know, I wonder if that's from when we did the Ultima raid, and we were like dying over and over again. And I just haven't repaired my gear since then. Luckily, it's not too expensive. Repair everything real quick. I know you can like repair gear with... Isn't that what this like dark matter's for? Yeah, is this like worth it? Just because of going 0 if you didn't repair between raids? Oof. Yeah, I gotta pay attention to that more. But yeah, like what's... Okay, so I guess the grade 8 dark matter is from levels 1 to 100. I need to be a crafter to repair my own. Is that worth it? Like, it seems... I mean, I guess, like, it is kind of expensive to repair your gear. It's not worth it? Okay. So it's better to talk to, like, a mender, then? And just have them, like, quick repair? Okay. Yeah, because I've never seen anybody talk about, like, dark matter or really use it. Oh, okay, so my crafting level needs to be, like... near it as well. I gotcha. I got a little worried for a second because I saw my gill. And I was like, why is my gill so low? And then I remembered that it's because I bought like a dozen pets. Yeah. Okay, so to repair 100 gear, yeah, you need 90 crafting. And it is class specific. Oof. It seems like, yeah, not very worth it then. Ah, excellent timing as ever. We have but this moment to return from our own intelligence gathering efforts. Since we're all here, why don't we share what we've learned? Allow me to begin then. As promised, I scoured the Imperial records for any mention of fantastic treasures, and found precisely none. It is just possible, I suppose, that a corrupt official deliberately hid the fact of the trove's discovery, hoping to enrich himself, but I find it rather unlikely that so valuable a find would stay secret for long. I conclude that our prize either does not exist, or that the Imperial somehow overlooked it. But what of you, Plunko? Were your investigations any more fruitful? Yeah, he has demons in his basement. Turned into monsters? And what could he mean by this darkness beneath the palace, I wonder? I met an old man in Aligiri who spoke of the palace's subterranean prison, but he said naught of cursed abominations. The Imperial archives were also silent on the subject of the fiends inside the palace grounds. Could the scribe fellow be spinning him a yarn, do you think? Did you believe him, Plunko? I mean, yeah, he seemed like he had like a lot of guilt, and he seemed very genuine about what he was saying. I don't know why he would lie to me either. There wasn't really any gain for him to lie. If he was afraid, that does lend credence to the tale. Though I'm not sure how that helps us in our search. Don't be so hasty, Arnold. An antidote may very well have told us where the trove is hidden. But ere I share my theory, there's a matter I would clarify. Arnvald, you spoke of a lighthearted adventure. I sense a deep motive from this expedition. Why are you so intent on finding this treasure? It wasn't all pretense, I swear it, but you're right. My father was in the Imperial Army, a man of Gallian blood. I trust you know what I mean when I say that my Alamigan mother did not welcome my arrival. As I grew, she would check my brow over and over, convinced that a spot on my skin was an emerging third eye, like the kind you see in pureblood Garleans. My mother did not care for this taunting reminder of my heritage, and took up a knife. Oh no. War paint serves to cover the scar. Oh yeah, it's interesting. We never really talked about kind of like half-blood Garleans, or people who only have, you know, like are half Garlean, if they still have the third eye or not. But it seems like, I don't know if he did or didn't. Seems like his mother kind of carved him up, but in the end, she turned me out onto the streets, and I was left to haunt the alleyways of Alamigo, a feral child who got what he needed through begging, cunning, or worse. The best I can say about the years that followed is that I survived. I hated the animal I'd become. Eventually, I left the city behind me and joined a group of refugees bound to the other side of the wall. It was then that I turned into adventuring, and that road led me to the company of the Scions. Yeah, I guess if he's talking to Minfilia, he's been around for a while. I tell you this so that you understand. I know all too well what poverty and hunger can do to a person. I'd you steal an ordinary folk for a measly crust of bread. With Theodoric's gold, I could spare my countrymen the shame of living like that. Thank you, Arnvald, and I apologize. That cannot have been pleasant to recall. But I felt it best to be clear in our intentions. Well, Plunko, are you content on surrendering the treasure to Arnvald's noble cause, and claim the thrill of adventure as your reward? Yeah, of course. I assume that either, like, Alamigo would take the treasure, or maybe the Scions, but I don't really know, like, the Scions' current financial situation. It seems like they're doing fine, but Seems kind of more Tataro's job. And I should be glad to tell you my theory on the resting place of the Mad King's Trove, if you are minded to hear it. Ooh. Well, I am healing, right? Yay. Oops. Oh my god, I like always forget the buttons. There we go. I think so many different games get all twisted up on. What is the inventory button? It's like an earring. Oh, that's kind of neat. That's not what I expected. Oh, it's a whole bunch of jewelry. Oh, wow. Oh, that's kind of cute. That bracelet's really good as well. I like that. Musical ring. I might keep this bracelet. And that earring's nice as well. Like that. There we go. Let's see, earring. What was this again? It's like a little string. It's okay. It's not my favorite. It's kind of meh. Keep the bracelet though. Okay, sweet. Well, Armitage, what's this theory of yours? Yeah, this is like a dungeon. Actually, maybe it would be better if we first adjourned at a more suitable location. In case of a rival treasure hunter, perhaps? Or overhears our plan, you mean? Good thinking. That was not exactly the reason, but 'tis certainly a valid concern. Let us reconvene on the southern edge of Lochseld. Can I leave through here? Oh yeah, I can. Perfect. So I remember when I was like swimming in the loch, there was kind of giant ruins like underwater. I wonder if that's gonna play a part in this quest line. Like we're gonna be diving down to some dungeon somewhere. Come now, Alphino. Don't leave us in suspense. Let's hear this story of yours. Forgive me. It was not my intention to draw out proceedings. I simply wished to have the loch in sight while I explain things. Prior to the Great Flood of the Sixth Umbral Calamity, the salt lake you see before you were yet dry ravines. And this, believe it or not, was the site of the ancient city of Scala, which rose and fell during the Fifth Astral Era. From what we know of the period, the city was already deserted by the time the waters began to rise, having been all but destroyed by war, yet its ruins remain to this day at the bottom of the Lochseld. It is my belief the darkness beneath the palace mentioned by Theodoric's former scribe was not a reference to the prison, but to a place still further below, the ruins of Scala. I further surmise the Mad King's unfortunate kinsmen were cast down there not simply out of desire to punish them, but to discourage exploration. Theodoric wanted to keep the ruins secure. Wait, you're saying they're meant to guard the Mad King's trove? Precisely, and since we know the court thaumaturge was involved, we can safely assume that the entrance into the old city will have been magically concealed. Which would explain how a legion of Imperial soldiers and the gods know how many Alamegans never found a trace of the trove. We, however, have a certain advantage which they do not. Plunko, would you be so good as to swim down to the bottom of the loch and search for an underwater route into the ruins? While you do that, Arnvald and I will seek out an encircled portal within the palace. Can I go down this way? I don't think so. Yeah, this is very cool down here. I don't know what these like kind of snowflake looking crystal things are though. They're very pretty. Weird. You discover a passage that appears to lead under the palace foundations. Press on and find out where it goes. I really need to find like a good aquatic mount, because like every time I summon my dragon, it kind of ruins my immersion. I need like a good kind of aquatic like water mount. What would be nice for that? I don't really know. I mean, this like maybe kind of works, even though it's like an aircraft looking thing. Also a little too silly. I think right now. This could be nice. Well, these are all like more machines though. I mean, this isn't too bad. I kind of want like an aquatic like monster, an aquatic creature. Like swim around on. Water horse? Oh, which one would be the water horse? Leviathan? This one? Yeah, but the shark... Oh, the shark's kind of weird. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Like a little weird, that fat belly. It's not my favorite. Although you are right, like it is like exactly what I'm talking about. It is an aquatic creature. And I'm like riding a shark. Like that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Even though it has like a weird body and a fat belly, it's still pretty cool. Oh, I do have that's a tortoise, not a turtle actually. So it's not aquatic. What does Omega look like? Oh, just like I guess it's just like the flying mode. All right, we'll use Petalodus. There we go. Didn't really go very far. That's fine. You come to a worn stone door, standing temptingly ajar. It would appear you have found an entrance into the subterranean ruins. Lunko, it's Alphino. We've searched the prisons beneath the palace and found a teleportation portal concealed by enchantments. The markings indicate it leads to an underground cavern. What news on your end? And you believe it leads into the ruins? Then I dare say you'll be able to meet within. Go on and head through the door. By the way, I take the liberty of calling on a friend for help. I guarantee she's both dependable and discreet. We'll see you soon. Who could that be? A friend for help, she's both dependable and discreet. Is it Kryle? Or Y'shtola? Or Alize? What other female Scions are there? Or is it somebody totally different and new? Okay, what do we got? The Drowned City of Scala. Love it. Let's do it. Less than 5 minutes. What are we eating over here? Is that we have some green pears? Okay, looks like some hot dogs and pieces of ham. Those look like some, I don't know, some sort of pastries. I don't know what those like long white things are. Looks like almost like a long Kit Kat, a little bit like a white chocolate Kit Kat. There we go. That's quick. I will say too, Alamigo is very pretty from a distance. I'm very impressed with the city. Okay, I'm excited. This looks neat. Oh, what is that? That thing looks really cool. That's an awesome looking axe. What the heck? That is so cool looking. I'm assuming that's our tank. That's a great little profile picture too. I like the music here so far. It's really good. Yeah, I love these things. Salt shallow larva. Look at that! Oh my god, it's adorable. See, I want that as like a mount. That'd be so much fun. It's amazing looking. This was a neat fight. It's like a really cool looking horse, too. Ooh, I took a lot of damage there. It's always like right when I look away, something happens. Like my timing's not great on that. Like a really big pull, I feel like. Nice. Doing really well so far. Defeat the old one. Okay. Oh, I'm a little sprigganed. Sets an enchant trap that triggers upon contact. That was fun. I don't really know what I did, but that was still pretty neat. Was it just like fight all these guys? Okay, wasn't too bad. I love the design though. That was kind of neat. Ooh, it's a weird hat. It looks so weird because like there's no front brim. It just like is flat, but it looks like there should be a front brim to it. Like I don't like that at all. Wait, gear in here is coveted, really? That's pretty good. I do like that, actually. Is it really coveted in here? Hey, can you hold on? I'm trying to look at this loot. What is that? Do I like that? Oh, I should focus. Is it pretty unique style? Yeah, certainly. Okay, I gotta like actually heal. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that so I can just get through this. Alright, there we go. Okay, I need to focus on like actually doing my job. Yeah, this is really cool though. I do love this top piece. That's very nice looking. And I got them both. What am I doing? What? I'm just misclicking everywhere now. Oh my god. Gotta get back on track. Okay, I'm assuming that is Theodoric, maybe? That painting? It's a really cool looking monster, though. Oh, oh, over there. Okay, that is so cool looking. What the heck? That's awesome. Project Poison Tongue. Don't know what this. Oh, okay. We're good. We're good. Oh no, we're fighting each other. Oh no, what happened? Oh no. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. A certain eye AoE marker? Okay, I'll look out for that next time. Wait, this isn't the eye, right? What's the... I'm like, I'm trying to look for the eye because I'm scared of it now. I think we're good though. Maybe it's only once. Or is this it? It doesn't matter. We killed it. And look, there's all the treasure. Why I look so sleepy? Me in real life right now. Why is my little Lawful so sleepy? Oh yeah, this is the person that they wanted to bring along. Who is this? Arnveld has gotten stronger, hasn't he? Do I know this person? I don't think I do. Oh, okay. Maybe... I'm assuming Alpha will tell us. There's certainly a lot of treasure. There's a mummy back there? Okay. That's interesting. Not the proper burial for that. Okay, let's bring him out of here.
'Twould appear this place is yet inhabited by King Theodoric's kin, or what is left of them. The work of terrible magics, I fear.
Terrible, aye. But their misfortune is our fortune?
Quite. 5, 12, there is even more than I imagined.
There's a lot of gold down here. There's a lot of treasure. It's an interesting
Oh, I
hairstyle.
can't wait to see the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
Yeah, I'm glad to help Arnvold. Don't know who this random Makote that's with us is, but I'm assuming it's Alphina's friends. The Moldval? When Arnvold asked me to lend my spear, I didn't imagine it would be for such an adventure. I'm grateful for the chance to be part of it. Well, welcome, bestie. Gods, what a dark and treacherous trek that was, with abominations waiting for us at every turn. In other words, it was a proper adventure. Arnvold and I tried to do our fair share, but I fear you ended up being the bulk of the burden as usual. Or bearing the bulk of burden as usual. You truly led the way with your adventuring prowess, my friend. Without your help, I reckon we'd still be fumbling about in the dark. I'm glad I called on you. I must say, I'm still reeling from that sight of the Mountain of Riches. What, like how you reeled at the sight of the floating specter, you mean? I wish you could see the look on your own face off of it. Must we dwell on such momentary lapses? We found the Mad King's trove, and that's all that matters. Is she gonna say anything? She's just here? I'm gonna get some water real quick, actually. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. One moment. Okay, we're back. All jesting aside, we must tell people the good news, and I think Lise should be the first. Second, she's bound to be delighted. If I'm no longer needed, then I shall take my leave. Of course, don't let us keep you. Thanks again, and say hello to Vama for me. Okay. They just like showed up, stood there for a little bit, and then said goodbye and left. What an interesting addition. Okay. Now then, there's to be a meeting of representatives from across Alamigo, so Lisa is sure to be in the city. Can we sneak her out? It kind of looks like it was snowing for a second with these little... Like, I don't even know what all this stuff is. Little, like, kind of shiny orbs coming out of the ground. Huh. Oh, it's Quick Levin? Is that like a weather event? I don't think I've ever seen it before. What is Quick Levin? Where's Lise? There might be a special fate up? Ooh, should I go check it out? Oh, you three look pleased with yourself. What have you been up to? I'm glad you asked, Lise. I'm pretty sure you're going to like the answer. Oh, okay. It seems like it has to be a group thing then. You're joking. The Mad King's Trove? I thought it was a myth. So did plenty of people, but they didn't have Plunko and Alphino in their party. The credits for finding it should really go to them. As for what to do with it all, I vote that it goes towards alleviating the suffering of Alamigo's poor. Gods, if there's as much as you say. Arnvald did not exaggerate, I assure you. We cannot hope to carry even a fraction of it on our own. I've taken the liberty of sketching out a rough map of the ruins. If you will assemble a squad of your most trusted freedom fighters, they should be able to follow the route to where the treasure lies. Understood. I'll make sure every coin is accounted for, and that goes for the spending of it as well. Thank you. See, she kind of, like, she's the leader. Like, she's the leader of Alamigo. Like, that's just kind of the role that she's, you know, has been given to her. Oh, there is one other thing. When the time comes to draw up a plan for distributing the spoils, I would ask that you consult Alphino. I don't have the head for details. I'm not educated. I see that simply handing a sack of gil won't solve anything, but I couldn't directly tell you what to do instead. Oh, I know the feeling. I'd welcome any advice you can give us, Alphino. Of course, I shall be at your disposal. Commander, we've got a problem. Deep breaths. Tell me what's happened. A mob's gathered outside headquarters, and they started making demands. You best come and see for yourself. Oh, that's not good.
Step back, all of you!
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
Oh, is it,
Bring her out! Bring her out!
the trader girl? I forget her name.
What's going on?
Someone let slip about...
Yeah,
Fordola.
Fordola.
It's true then! The bitch really is in there! I knew it! I bloody knew it! We demand vengeance! Bring her out! Today we butcher the butcher!
I don't.
Come on, you don't
I don't
mean
know
that.
if we should.
We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down.
numbskulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Aye, and my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
Damn, they're really going a little
We
crazy
all know
right
her
now.
crimes. She's a traitor and a murderer. How many of your resistance friends have died at her hands, eh? And here you are, protecting her!
So that's what all the fuss is about. Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo.
Hey, who's this?
Who's this? You mean General?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
Literal General?
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair, for it is mine as well. That gnawing pain in your breast, it is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, the ones who may yet live. Where were they taken? What became of them? These questions demand answers. I share your thirst for justice, for vengeance. But we will gain only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth. Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves, and for generations yet unborn. When they look to our example, will they see a people who held fast to their principles, or one who cast them aside when tried? I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo. The Garleans called us savages, and I'll be damned if we prove them right.
Well said, well said. Okay, there we go. That's a good response. That's good.
I know you're right, I do. But I can't.
Cordial in her skulls may have aspired to be imperial citizens, but they were born Alamigan. The countrymen, they are traitors of the worst kind. Butcher has much to answer for. But to simply drag her out of her cell and slaughter her in the streets? General Alden is right. Thank the gods General Alden arrived when he did. Any later and we'd have got a rat on our hands. After 20 years of imperial rule, it is no surprise that people would seek a target for their pent-up rage and grief. I only wish I knew the solution. Yeah, I don't really know how to, like, handle that. Because I guess, like, if you do a fair trial, then... yeah, I guess it's the only option. Ah, thanks, Rabon. Listening to their anger, I couldn't... Whoops. Crap. Skip that. It's a difficult tide to stem. It was the same rage which brought us to our feet and carried us to victory. Now the war is over. All the unspent fury is being channeled into vengeance. Aye, and it's not just here. We have reports of mobs forming all over. They've been targeting folk known to have cooperated with the Garleans. They start with insults most often, then some picked up a stone. Some industrious souls even thought to seek out the graves of Xenos and his officers. It was grim. I want to build a country where everyone, regardless of race or origin, can live side by side in peace. But maybe the timing isn't right. Maybe people just aren't ready. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. Representatives will be here soon. I'll be damned if I'm going to give up before I even begun. Who are these representatives exactly? Oh, village elders, refugee leaders, and the like. It wouldn't be right for us to dictate the nation's future on our own, so we've planned a summit of sorts. We've invited the Ananta and the Kicker to participate. Alamigo stands at a crossroads, and this meeting will decide which path it takes. The matter of Fordola's sentence cannot be suffered to disrupt proceedings. Then let's execute her and be done with it. She herself asked to be put to the death. Nago, I already explained why we wouldn't do that. Sending her to the gallows might satisfy the people right now, but where would we end? We round up everyone who collaborated, and everyone who didn't resist? There would be no one left, and we'd be no better than Theodoric or Xenos. Begging your pardon, but might I be allowed to speak with Fordola? Only I caught a glimpse of her past, a moment of it, anyway, during the fight. She's done terrible things, aye, unforgivable things. But, in some ways, she's a victim of the circumstances in which she was born. That's something I can understand. Alright, speak with the prison guard when you're ready, and I'll come and join you. I want to talk to her too. I'll return to my other duties then. We've barely begun to investigate the facility where they gave Fordola her powers. Be fairly warned, friends. She will test you. Don't let your emotions color your judgment when she does. If you will have me, I have a mind to attend this interview as well. I have no great wish to save Fordola, even if I could. But there's more to her than meets the eye, I'm sure of it. I think it's best if I stay outside and keep a watch for troublemakers. After what that woman did to Mifrid and Commander Kempt, I'd struggle not to throttle her. Look at the guard and we'll go on together. Give the commander's permission to enter then? Yes. Do I need permission though? I am the warrior of light, let's be honest. I feel like that's like a free pass to do whatever I want. Right?
So many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you?
Been a lot of voice acting so far.
Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
That's not why we're here, no. Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom. Well, I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time. All of this is pointless! There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it! I killed your men. I killed my men. And you know what my only regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance!
That's a lie, and you know it. You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind? Yeah, you're a fool, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless. Relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want. You didn't come this far, climbing over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away. I see you, Fedora. I see you for what you are.
I don't get the echo very often, like these flashbacks. So it's nice when I do.
Come along, Fadola. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
All right. Father, what's Lord Gaius like? Is he nice? Are you friends?
There you go again with all.
Oh wait, is she? Is that a third eye,
Lord
or is that
Gaius
no?
a
It's face
great
paint.
and
Okay.
honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo. He's very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
I thought her dad might be Garlean, but no, that wouldn't. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. You seem like very important people, though.
Filthy tin-head lovers.
Father, what did that man call us?
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
That's not true! My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Why is the old lady throwing rocks at her? Oh, come on.
Traitors!
Please, you have to do something. My husband and daughter are in danger.
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of arms.
We're citizens. We have rights.
Ah!
Father, I'm scared.
It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to survive.
Traitors! Traitors!
No, that dude's too big to be throwing rocks. Oh, no.
Let the savages have their fun. They'll be more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
That sucks.
Fadola, please. You already have citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier?
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honoring Father's memory.
By telling the world that you know better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us? Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage. So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time. It'll be hard. Humiliating. They'll try to break us. Send us crawling back to our own kind. But we won't, no matter what. We'll bleed for them, die for them if we have to. We'll do whatever it takes to be free!
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh? The unrepentant traitor whose death will serve to unite the people?
Shut up.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes. Wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
It's a little grim.
I said shut up!
Oh, but then it would have all been for nothing, wouldn't it? Whatever it takes. That's what you said.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past? And what? A few stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they? Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a god's damned thing about the life I've led! The bastards that killed him. The bastards that let it happen. My father deserved better! I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay!
Did she just see, like, my past?
You. All that power. All that pain. It's too much. Too much for anyone. The things they've done to you. The lies. The betrayal. The endless fighting. Yet there you stand. Unbroken. How? Why?
I wish there was like a power of friendship option. Oh, I do love for those I have lost, for those I could yet save. I do love that. You know why you saw that seems like not like a good answer. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Because I choose to is just like I don't like that either. That's so simplistic. But I love like the for those I've lost, for those I can yet save. I love this line so much. So good.
Damn you all.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it.
I mean, like, what options does she have, though? It's either, like, die in some sort of, like, execution, or sit in a jail cell the rest of her life. Like, there's no... I don't think she's redeemable. I don't think she could change, and even if she did, she wouldn't be accepted anywhere. So I don't really see, like, a positive, happy end to her... Excuse me. I don't see a positive or happy end to her story. I just feel like it ends, like, it just... Every, like, pathway I can think of just kind of leads to her, you know, dying in some way. Sorry about that. Let my emotions get the better of me. It's just that she and I are of an age, and we're neither of us one thing or another. I can't help but feel that she's my problem to solve. You can't fix her, Arnvald. You can't fix her. The capacity to experience such visions of the past had always seemed to me to be a most desirable trait. I see now that it is as much of a burden as a blessing. I don't know that we solved anything exactly, but we're giving Fordola something to think about at least. And I've got something to think about too. I don't know about you, Plumka, but the visions only come to me every now and then. And the way Fordola kept wincing, though, I feel like I get the feeling she's having them almost all the time. A lot of bad memories to deal with. I wonder. Could there be some fundamental differences between one who's born with the Echo and one who has been artificially imbued with it? Well, the Immortal Flames have been scouring the research facility ever since liberation. There's a chance they might have some answers for us. General Alden's there overseeing the investigation. Let's go and pay him a visit, shall we? Alright, I have all this dungeon loot. Let's keep this. I don't know if I want to keep this. It's so weird looking. I don't know if I like it. Yeah, I don't see myself ever using that. I can keep these pants though, because that probably goes with this top. Yeah, that's a really good outfit. Like, I thoroughly enjoy this. Oh, I didn't even notice like the little satchel on the back and the vials of some sort of ingredient. That's like really nice as well. This looks like some sort of like kind of scholar adventurer outfit, if that makes sense. It's really nice. Yeah, let's keep that for sure. Oh yeah, I have these pants as well that I want to keep too. Okay, nice. We're heading this way, or this way. Nope, not this way. This way. It's like a maze. Oh, I can fly here? Wait. Why can I fly here? I guess this isn't considered like a city or something? It's considered... Oh, I guess it is like part of the whole map. Like part of this whole area. The locks. Oh, yeah, I had no idea I could fly around. Okay, that definitely simplifies things. Much easier to get around now. I wonder if there's like secrets then. Like on top of the roofs. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why I thought this was like a Rauger's Reach type location, but I mean it is a part of the Locks map, so that makes sense. Like it's kind of part of the zone. General Alden's inside. Hi. Will you be joining him? Yes. It's a crazy looking place. I felt like the body bags, that's right. There's Alphino down here. Arnvald. Well, there's Ironworks people over here too. Being this facility, I'm reminded of what they did to Kryl. We received a request from the Alliance to analyze these devices. I've been recording everything of interest. Who's this? Looks like some sort of like Frankenstein-esque table. It's really interesting. Ugh, they should burn this place to the ground and be done with it. Yeah, I mean, I agree. This is a lot of body bags. I saw like all the little Lalafell body bags too. It's so sad. So many bodies. Come on, let's talk to Ralpon. What news? You spoke with Fordola, I take it. Yes, as expected. She didn't say very much. It wasn't a total waste of time. Arnvald noticed something odd about her. He thinks she might be having visions most consistently, which is not how the Echo normally works. Have you found anything here which might explain why it's so different for her? We've been hard-pressed just to organize the research materials, let alone study them. To be frank, I'd welcome the Scion's expert assistance, if you have the time to lend a hand. Oh, do I get to gather research? Oh, nice. So many bodies, every one of them a victim of these experiments. Few show signs of external injury. From what we've been able to determine, they perished from forcible ether extraction. Such a miserable way to die. Oh yeah, I wonder if they're like extracting ether from people to like power this machine maybe? And give ether to other people? I'm assuming that's kind of how like the process worked, right? The device in which Kryl was held seems even more ominous now you know its purpose. The surrounding pods are marked with supply subject, while this one is labeled master subject. Is it because Kryl has the Echo, I'm assuming? The Ironworks received a request from the Alliance to analyze the devices, and I've been recording everything of interest. Did you notice the labeling? All the pods are designed to drain the ether of the occupant. Save that one right there. Oh no, I missed that. What'd they say? Unlike the others, the interior has been fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. For what purpose, however, I could not tell you. I know little and less of science, so any light you can show on this facility's operations will be much appreciated. Plumko, should we start with you? Taken in combination with the testimonies of Kryl and Thancred, I do begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. The enchantment procedure entailed infusing a single candidate with either siphoned from multiple or from a multitude of supply subjects. As for the master subject, in this case Kryl, the patterns of her etheric activity would provide the model upon which they would artificially engineer the candidate's aura. In other words, they were trying to recreate Kryl's Echo. I believe so, with which would explain our prisoner's present state. Or which would explain our prisoner's present state. Kryl is possessed of an rival ability to hear the whispers of the soul, and it seems probable that the procedures engaged or engendered the same active sensitivity in Fordola. and Kindred? The soldiers who guarded Fort Dola. Many of them lost friends and family to the skulls. And there's a sentry at her door, night and day. If she can't help sensing their thoughts and seeing their past... You don't just see their past, you live it. All the emotions, all the pain. Imagine what it'd do to you. You'd never be the same again. Indeed, as you may recall, Ysayle was completely transformed by a single glimpse of her Svolgar's past. Bordola has been forced to experience the agony of those who lived she destroyed. The guilt must be unbearable. Is she going to turn into a primal? I don't like how they mentioned the Ysayle and Svolgar. Don't tell me Fordola's going to, like, somehow, like, use the echo and all those visions to, like, turn into a primal somehow. I don't think that's likely, but that was a weird thought. That explains her request to be executed. Sounds to me like a kind of justice. Regardless, she can suffer on for now. We have more pressing matters to consider. If the results of the experiments have been relayed back to Garlemald, they'll be not to stop the Empire from repeating the trick. They could give the echo to anyone, to an entire legion. I don't know, like, it seems like a very risky process, though. Like, I'm assuming you can't just give it to anybody. Like, it's only a select few can maybe handle that procedure. We must be ready. We must learn all we can of these godforsaken procedures, and Fordola remains our best source of information. We'll not be getting her wish. Not yet. Right. Keep faith, lass. If you're to convince others to follow you, you must believe what you're telling them. People will respond to passion, but not if it's feigned. I understand. Thank you, General. We should leave the flames to it. Let's go. The forcible extraction of ether from a living subject is invariably fatal. How many died that Fordola might gain her new abilities? I never know why I was given the echo. This makes me want to put it to good use. So... Never mind. I had a question and I kind of answered it. Never mind. I could go looking for answers about the echo and end up getting schooled by Raubon. Get more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It's no wonder people listen to him and not me. Aw, Lise, give yourself more credit. General Alden is a veteran of countless campaigns, Lise. You cannot compare yourself to a commander of this experience. I know, but I also know that I couldn't have convinced that mob to give up and go home. It makes me realize how much we rely on his authority, how much I still have to learn. I wonder what he'll do when everything's here is settled. I mean, it's his homeland. After going to the trouble of winning it back, might he not want to stay? There's a quandary which countless refugees now face. To continue their life they built in Ul'dah, or start off again in the land of their birth. Yeah, I can't see Raubon, like, leaving Ul'dah. And, the Sultana. Unko, a moment. I nearly returned from Ul'dah with a message from the Sultana. Speaking of Sultana, good timing. Her Grace desires an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks that you visit the palace at your earliest convenience. Well, I must away and attend to other business. Until next time, my friends. Man, I'll never forget for Pippin helping us at the end of Rome Reborn. At an audience with the Sultana, depending on the nature of her consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plans. Yes, we'd all like to know about those. Alphino, but not everyone's as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Take no notice of him, Plunko. I mean, I feel like it's kind of an important question to ask, though. You know, what are Raubon's future plans? I know I could learn so much from Albon if he decided to stay. But it's his choice. I'm not about to try and persuade him. Ul'dah needs him too. In case you're wondering, I'm not planning on staying in Ala Mhigo. Too many bad memories. And besides, I like my new life. Aww. I get some like good food. Nice. I like how it's either food or money. That's the choice you have, food or money. Well, the question of how to put the Mad King's treasure to good use shows no signs of answering itself. Shall we be about it, Arnvald? I'm at your beck and call. And I should be returning to my own tasks. I'll organize a squad to head down to the ruins and then start preparing for the big meeting. Oh, send Anima my regards, Pumpkin. And ours too, if you please. We shall see you on your return. Okay, off to Ul'dah. I always forget to use the Aetherat. I always just like run past it. Let's go back. Oh, look at this little cutie law film. The hair really matches the outfit. Okay, there we go. You're expected, my lord. Please proceed.
I thank you for answering my summons in these most interesting times. You have been busy.
Yeah, I liberated 2 whole nations. Kind of crazy.
The liberation of Ala Mhigo will have far-reaching consequences, and there is a matter upon which I would seek your counsel. I speak of Rauban and his future. All know the tale of his rise from penniless refugee to member of the Syndicate and General of the Immortal Flames. Yet though he has come to call Ul'dah home, it will never be his homeland. He is a son of Ala Mhigo.
I can't see him leaving like Nanamo,
And now
though.
that she is free, I thought it only a matter of time before he sought my leave to return to her. Indeed, I had resigned myself to his loss. Suffice it to say, I was greatly surprised to hear him speak so lightly of handing over the reins in Ala Mhigo and retaking his place at my side. I will welcome him with open arms, of course. He is my most trusted advisor and my dearest friend.
I just feel like his whole life is like
known the man a long
more
time,
here than his
and
homeland.
beneath that steely gaze, I spied a flicker of doubt. Whether Rauban chooses to remain in Ul'dah or return to Ala Mhigo, I only wish that he do so with a heart unburdened by guilt or regret. Yet, how can he freely make such a choice, knowing how much I depend on him? It is past time that I learned to discharge my duties as a sultana alone. I must go forth and see my realm with my own eyes, and hear the wind with my own ears.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Might I have your company for a brief adventure?
I could take the Sultana on an adventure? Man, lots of adventures so far.
Wonderful. Allow me a moment to change into something a touch less conspicuous, and I will join you outside.
Outside the quicksand. Alright. Wasn't expecting this. This is kind of like a pleasant surprise. Oh, she's adorable. What do you think of Lilira? The merchant's daughter. This is a disguise I done when I wished to leave the palace and observe my subjects unnoticed. Ordinarily, Papa Shan would accompany me, but this particular outing I need an advisor, not a minder. And that is why I requested your company. Over the course of your many adventures, you have met people from all walks of life, in every corner of Eorzea, and I would make use of your worldly experience. Now, let us be on our way. Our first destination is Stone's Throw, just beyond the gates of Nald. It's a fun little quest. Or are we gonna go to the Alamegan like refugee camps and kind of see what's happening over there? Look upon the procession of tattered tents, these refugee camps in squalor, at the mercy of the elements and Thanalan's predators both. The city's mighty walls offer safety, with the streets overflowing with people as it is, and unless blessed by the hand of Nald himself, no refugee could ever hope to afford a dwelling in Noldar. 20 years have passed since the fall of Alamigo, and 5 since the calamity. Yet the plight of the poor has grown more desperate, not less. As Sultana, the blame falls upon me. I mean, but like, there's a whole syndicate leading this nation, though. I feel like it's, yeah, like you're like literally your hands have been tied by like a whole council. I don't think it's solely on you. Yeah, your authority is literally limited. Exactly. And that is an obstacle I must work to overcome. If we press on, I would follow the road to the unholy hair. I always love like visiting old zones. It's nice. This game does like a very good job of kind of using the older zones from time to time, like throughout the story, which I really enjoy. It's fun to kind of go back. It was here, in this holy and remarkable place, that my mother and father met their doom. I was but a child at the time. My parents were returning from an inspection of our interests in Eastern Thanalan when an untimely rock slide crushed their carriage. To this day, it is not certain if it was an incident, was simple misfortune, or an expertly planned assassination. Raubon once offered to reopen the investigation and bring me the truth he assumed I must surely crave, and I refused. Even if my parents' death was orchestrated by the monetarists, we could have only have brought their hirelings to justice. The true villains, those who plotted to put me on the throne as a biddable puppet, were ever beyond our reach. Thus did I plan to strip the merchants of their power and place our nation in the hands of its citizens, quite unaware of the consequences of my actions would have for you and yours. I shudder to think how many goodly souls paid the price of my naivety. But I am no longer a child reciting words with witless obedience, and I will not be used as a pawn by the monetarist Stanwell games. Forgive me my outburst. You are one of the few people to whom I feel I could speak my mind. Come, let us return to Eldar and visit the Colosseum. Colosseum. The moment I became Sultana, I found myself thrust into an endless parade of document signing and ceremonies. For years, I simply signed where I was told to sign, and sat where I was told to sit, blissfully oblivious to what any of it meant. Yet one good thing did come from the glamorous chapter of my life, for it was during an official visit to the Colosseum that I first met Raubon. The match I had been invited to attend was not at all what I expected. They had pitted the Bull of Alamigo against some dozen or so rival gladiators. Blinkered though I was, I would not stand for so obvious an injustice, and demanded they see a fair fight, one man against another, and my royal wish was duly granted. It was not until later that I learned the gambling ring which had arranged for Raubon to die on the sands that day. Regardless, my intervention meant that Raubon had but a single opponent to dispatch, which he duly did, and when he knelt before me to receive the winner's purse, he swore that he would one day offer me his blade in service. Surrounded, as I was by liars and manipulators, I confess I dismissed it as a pleasant piece of theater. But, as you know, Raubon is a man of his word. Though it took him another 5 years of fighting in the Blood Sands, he amassed a fortune so great as to buy not only his freedom, but a seat on the Syndicate. And then I had my blade. Oh, he just bought himself a seat on the Syndicate. That's crazy. I didn't even know that's possible. I assumed it was all just kind of, wealthy families. Another echo. Flashback.
Your Grace, you mustn't! The danger is too great! Please, Your Grace, come back! I beg of you!
Look at her scuttle across the ground.
Seems you're the one who needs looking after, Master Sham. Raubon!
Aw, she's adorable.
I have kept the promise made.
So you have, and in turn, so too shall I keep mine. With your winnings, you have become one of the 6 most wealthy souls in all Ul'dah.
That's a lot of winnings.
And so, as tradition dictates, Rauben Aldin, you have earned yourself a seat on the Syndicate. May your new station garner you still greater glories.
I am honored, Your Grace, and vow to serve with every fiber of my being from this day till my last.
Aw, they're so adorable together.
Long live the Sultana!
Aw.
And long live Ul'dah!
I tear in my eyes. Yeah, I imagine it's pretty heartbreaking for her then to not know if Raubon's gonna stay here or go back to Alamigo. Words cannot well express what that man means to me. There are others who care deeply for my well-being, of course. Papa Sean's love for me is that of a grandsire for his grandchild. But upon matters of governance, I cannot turn to bodyguards and maidservants for counsel. Raubon, with the authority of the syndicate position, was the first sword I could wield. His was the only edge which would cut the strings that bound me. Yeah, he's also kind of like the only person that I feel like she can hold, like, fully trust in, Ul'dah. Let's get some tea. That sounds lovely. We must make haste. My absence will not go unnoticed by the Sultan Sworn for long, and there are other places I would visit. To the Arzenith ossuary? What is that? Actually, where is that? Oh, over here. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's the Thaumaturge Guild. Nice. Thaumaturge is Black Mage, right? Yeah. Yeah, then Red Mage is just like Red Mage, okay. It's a cool sword on that statue. A little funky. When the calamity threatened, Raubon led the Alliance force into battle on the plains of Carteneau, and I remained here. I prayed with all my heart that Archon Louisoix would have the power to rouse the 12. Since that day, I have made a custom of visiting the shrine during each of my little excursions. Here, I see the blessing of Thal, reflect upon my choices, and ask myself if I am fulfilling my duties as Sultana. You're right to celebrate as a champion because you have led the line in 100 battles for the good of Eorzea. In much the same way, I believe the measure of a monarch lies in how she leads her people in times of adversity. If I'm to be a Sultana worthy of the name, I cannot turn a blind eye to the troubles facing Ul'dah. I have chosen a path, Bunko. With all Amigo now freed from Imperial chains, I finally see a way to aid the refugees. Send them to All Amigo? Already, many displaced All Amigans seek to begin the long trek home. To facilitate that process, I have made a small contribution, an artisan's school in Raghar's Reach, for any who wish to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years for such training to yield tangible benefits. But we do not have years. These people will need shelter and employment if they are to survive, and this time, the Ul'dah Treasury shall provide. Precisely where and how to allocate the necessary funds is, of course, another question. Ask members of the syndicate for advice? Why not seek the advice of one who employs refugees? Isn't that the syndicate? Like the members on the syndicate? I don't want to like say nothing, but I don't like either of these options. Because I feel like we don't like the syndicate. I feel like the syndicate has very much worked against us. I'm gonna like, I hate to do it, but I'm gonna say nothing in this situation. I don't really have anything to say, and I don't like those two options. Nothing? Oh no, I don't like that option now. If even one of your worldly experiences is at a loss, it would seem I have no choice but to seek out someone more well-versed in monetary matters. No. Not Godbert. I wonder, are you acquainted with Godbert Mandeville? Unfortunately, yes. Unfortunately, I am very acquainted with him. Then I need not explain his eccentric nature. Let us make our way to the landing, and I will see that word is sent to the Gold Saucer. Godbert should be only too glad to receive us. Godbert's on the syndicate too, right? Yeah, I mean, he has to be, right? Because considering how wealthy he is. I will say though, I'm assuming he probably doesn't do much on the Syndicate. Doesn't seem like a very political person. Airship landing. Have I been to the airship landing here? I would have had to been, right? Yeah. Chamber of... Where am I going? Wait, do I not have Chamber of Blue? No, right there. Okay, we're good. Merchant strip, airship blue line. There we go. Hello, airship landing. I've ridden aboard a public airship before, but this shall be my first visit to the Gold Saucer. I must confess to some excitement. You'd think that she would have been to the Gold Saucer, though. Like in some, like, political event or ceremony or some sort of, like, you know, something, right? Oh, she's looking at the little dog. Oh, I thought she was looking at the dog. The little pet. But no, it's just their pet. I had heard descriptions of its splendor, yet I never dreamed it would be so bright and inviting. No, I couldn't possibly. We did not come here to fritter away the royal coin. You want to play some Mahjong, Nanamo? Robert will be expecting us. Come, let us head directly to the lounge and ignore these gaudy temptations. You know what's funny though? Is I kind of realized that I don't think I've ever lost money at the Gold Saucer. Like maybe some of the games I've lost like MGP, but I've never lost like actual gil. I've only ever played with like house money. Huh. Because I don't remember like having to like spend gil to get MGP, right? They just give you like free stuff and then you just use that. So I've never really like wasted or lost money here. Which I guess is probably a good thing. It's probably for the best. It also makes sense too, because I can imagine if you could like get or lose gil, it would kind of mess with the economy of the game. Sometimes I think the owner stationed me here just so I'd be forced to ever gaze upon the battle of the bold, being waged beneath the shimmering statue's small cloths. What? What? Oh god, I'm not gonna look at that. Yeah, okay, also Japanese gambling laws. That's also why you probably always win too. Like you always get more than you initially put towards, like the Grand Jackpot, for example. It's funny that like a game has to follow like the Japanese gambling laws. Yeah, like the consolation fee or prize is more than the entry fee, exactly. I believe this is where we are to meet Lord Mandeville. Should we sit a while we wait his coming? It'll be interesting to see Godbert in a more like official manner. Okay, he's wearing pants. That's good. He's wearing pants. I love seeing that. That's nice. I like seeing him fully clothed. My apologies, Your Grace. Wait, what was his voice again? My apologies, Your Grace. I have kept you waiting. No apologies are necessary, Godbert. My request was sudden, and you were kind to make yourself available on such short notice. When the intemperate Plumko Jr. and the Sultana herself came calling, there is no more important engagement. As to the purpose of my visit, I would have your thoughts on how the Crown might best aid the refugees residing in Thanway. You are aware, I am sure, of that many of Ala Mhigan's displaced sons and daughters long to return to their newly liberated homelands. And you are also aware of how much they will suffer without shelter and work to sustain them. I would use our nation's wealth to spare them that suffering. What advice have you for me on the manner of how it might best be distributed? The unusual circumstances of our meeting and your Grace's choice of companion would suggest to me a desire for an honest and unvarnished opinion. I shall give you one. Their assumption is the gold slash is rigged in your favor as a form of advertisement. That's funny too, yeah. Ooh, okay. My advice to you is stop. Taxing Ul'Dun's wealth to save all Amigan refugees is a terrible, terrible idea. You oppose my proposition? Most empathetically. I agree with your Grace the refugees must have housing and employment, but what profit is there for Ul'Da in this arrangement? Profit? After all you have done for Garbanian's displacement, I thought you the very last person to seek to benefit from their misfortune. Forgive me, your Grace, but you appear to be laboring under the misapprehension. Yeah, exactly. Like if you saw the hero of Eorzea, like winning, winning scratch tickets and playing mahjong and winning chocobo races, then yeah, you do it as well. I mean, I literally was used as a form of advertisement at one point too, so that tracks. It is a fine endeavor to support one fellow's man, I fear. However, that your stance is one born of pity. Your intent to save the refugees, is it not? For all our potential, we are indolent creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we know, then we begin to rely upon it, to expect it. And then we must consider Ul'Da's on poor and downtrodden. Should they hear of you spending the nation's coin, not to improve their lot, but to nurture the distant citizens of Ala Mhigo, it isn't likely they will applaud your generosity. I totally get this. I feel like, Ala Mhigo's problems are now Ala Mhigo, and Ala Mhigo has the resources to kind of like fix its own problems now in a way, so I don't think, Ul'Da just kind of throwing money at them is really gonna make things better. Surely it is not your Grace's intention to foster any resentment, but to spread goodwill. Yeah, I feel like there's other ways to kind of support and help them than just like throwing coin at them. Indeed, then any support I pledge to the refugees must promote self-sufficiency, whilst also serving the interests of the people of Ul'Da. Exactly so. Such an arrangement will create a far more equitable relationship with the returning Ala Mhigans, even as it generates the revenue required to win the approval of your subjects. You have given me much to ponder, Lord Mandeville. I thank you for your candor. Yeah, that was like a good conversation. Pleasantly surprised that Godbert had like a good head on him. Profit? The thought never had crossed my mind. But standing about lamenting the naivety will not do anyone any good. I shall consider my lesson learned and press on. Bunko, are you perchance acquainted with any successful merchants? If my attempt at philanthropy is obliged to reap a profit, it would seem wise to consult someone with a knack for business. Do I know any merchants? Ordinarily, oh, Hancock, exactly. Yeah, I know Hancock, that's right. Ordinarily, I would not trust any agents of the East Aldar Trading Company, but if you hold this Hancock fellow in high esteem, I am content to be led by you. You may repay my faith by journeying to distant Kukane and speaking with him on my behalf. Eager though I am to visit these shores, I haven't the leisure for a lengthy sea voyage. Unfortunately. I mean, he's not like... He's kind of grown on me a little bit. Like, I don't not like him. I don't dislike him. I think he's fine. Now, assuming you will travel as adventurers are wont to do, I shall await your report by the Aetheryte Nolda. A fair journey to you, Plunko, and a swift one, if you please. Heckin' Naruto character? Hancock? Why is he a Naruto character? Wait, what character would he be? Huh? Oh, Bleach? Oh. Yeah, unfortunately I'm not well versed in Bleach. I've not watched it or read it, so I did not understand that reference, unfortunately. I feel like, yeah, Bleach and Full Metal Alchemist are like two, I feel like, very like popular anime that I have not watched, that I feel like I probably should at some point. I feel like those are kind of like pillars to like anime. At least the 1 through 50 set. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I've just never like been drawn to them enough, or like kind of seen enough about them to catch my interest. I've never like gotten to those stories. Might be the best section of shonen storyline out there. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I always heard about them. Like I said, I always heard they're kind of pillars of, you know, like shonen anime, but also just anime in general. So, surprised I've never gotten around to it yet. Plunko, to what do I owe the pleasure? Or are you here on business? I beg your pardon. Her Grace the Sultana would have my opinion of how best to invest the wealth of Ul'dah? Ugh, my dear Plunko, I have you to thank for this recognition, I am sure, and I am flattered that you came to me, truly flattered. But why settle for a lowly apprentice, when you could have the master? Upon matters of profit, there is no living soul better qualified to advise Her Grace than Chairman Lolorito, a man whose morning exertions are said to fill his garden, or garderobe with gold. I don't want to talk to Lolorito. Lolorito sucks. I hate Lolorito. I should be happy to arrange a meeting for you. Say at the San's former headquarters in Thanalan. Licking Sands would seem a suitable neutral venue for negotiation, don't you think? Fare you well, Plunko, and may your dealings prove fruitful. Oh, great. Nice. From one annoying person to another. Okay, back to Ul'dah. It was a very short trip. Oh, this person? What is they look nothing alike? Do they share the same name? Is that why? It's like the same name or similar personality? I guess they both have blonde hair and they're both tall, I suppose. That just reminds you of each other? Gotcha. Gotcha. Stripy frock. Welcome back, Plunko. Did your merchant friend have any useful advice to share? Yeah, you're not gonna like it though. He said talk to Lolorito. I mean, I guess Lolorito did save Nanamo. With Lolorito? And you agreed to this? I'm well aware of his standing in the field of business, but I'd hoped to keep the monetarists at arm's length. And him in particular. Yeah, definitely like... Oh yikes. Nah, I cannot live in fear of the man. I must learn how to treat with him if I am to rule Ul'dah efficiently. Or effectively. Very well, I'll meet with Lolorito. Let's go on ahead to Licking Sands and prepare for his coming. I think I might actually call it there for today. Kind of a cliffhanger to end on, but it's getting late. It's a good starting place for today. Yeah, thanks so much for watching as always. I really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed. It's good to be back in the main story quest. I'm excited. I hope like the story picks up and we get to some good stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing where this leads and Shadowbringers. Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for watching and hanging out. Really appreciate it. It's always pleasant to have somebody around, so I like that a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna be back tomorrow with more Final Fantasy XIV. So I hope you all have a good rest of your night, and I will see you all soon. Bye, everybody. Bye bye.